In this tutorial, we're going to talk about SCUTA's Google Calendar add-on. So in order to do that, go to your account, click on your calendar. Let's log into SCUTA now, and I'll go to SCUTA. I'll log in. On the calendar, I have no events currently on my calendar. And when I go to my profile, I can see here I do not have a calendars tab. In order to get the calendars tab, you go to the Buy New, and now from here, you'll just pick Google Calendars. Without that, automatically to renew, it's looking at SCUTA Max. SCUTA Google Calendar is a $50 add-on. Click there, and now I'm going to purchase it with, and it tells me to place my order, my purchase order number, and I'm going to place my order. It's a confirmation. Automatically, it's going to generate my invoice, and there's my invoice showing me a PDF of my invoice. And I come back to SCUTA. If I look in my orders, I see now I do have an order, and I could preview it there, and I could email it to this email address, clicking here. Now notice I have a calendars tab. If I click on the calendars tab, now it's saying I have the Google Calendars add-on, but I need to authenticate. That means I need to tell SCUTA to tell Google that SCUTA will be using its calendar. I click on Authenticate with SCUTA. Here's the request for specifying the account that we have. This is your Google account. And now here's the information. It's telling us that, hey, SCUTA is looking at modifying your calendars. Hit Allow. And now we've successfully connected with Google. Now, there's two things we could do. We could import Google events to SCUTA, and we can export SCUTA events to Google SCUTA Calendar. First, let's look at the import events. I'm going to click here on importing just future. I could do past, but just to keep it simple right now, I'm going to click on this and hit save to save these changes and to initiate synchronization. So it's saving it right now, and it's going to look at the calendar, and it says there are no events to import, which is what we expect. Now let's go to the Google Calendar, and let's create an event. And let's say that I'm going to have an event here, and it goes from 9 o'clock until 10 o'clock, and we'll call it or just event A. Event A. And there's not much really you could do here. In this classification in the Google Calendar, you can't really do anything as far as the event goes, anything related to school counseling. We just name it an event, event A and event B, and that's pretty much it. So now we have two events here. Let's see how we'll import that into SCUTA. I can come here, and I can, now that we're connected, I can click on the icon here, and it will look, it's saying, hey, I'd like to import, yes. It's synchronizing, and it says it found two imported events. So it imported two events for us pretty quickly. I'll go to my Google Calendar, and here are the two events. Notice that they're in gray color, again, because they're imported. As it says, they're special events, and they're imported. There's event A and event B. Now I can come here, I can click on this event, and now I can classify it. If I want to do individual student planning, academic career plan, I can hit save. I can make this one core curriculum, and let's just hit save. So now we have two events that we've actually classified. Let's see how good the connection really is to Google Calendar. And let's say that we increase this event. All right, so we make it from a 1 hour event to a 2 hour event. Go back to the calendar, and that will just synchronize by clicking here. And it's asking us to synchronize, yes. And notice the event became a 2 hour event. Let's go to the calendar, and let's say we're going to delete the first event. Delete. So we deleted it here in Google Calendar. Come here, synchronize, yes. And it deleted the event, okay? Now let's try the other way around. Let's create an event here, and I'm going to say I'm going to create an event in SCUTA, and I'm going to say that it's individual student planning, and it's counseling, and it's individual, and we've got a whole bunch of things we could do here. I'm just gonna hit save. So we just created this from 9:15 to 9:30, 8:15 to 9:30. Let's make it from 8 until 9, just so that we remember it. And now I'm gonna go to my profile and go to calendars, and I'm gonna export this event, and I'll hit save. So now it's doing the synchronization, and it says 0 events were imported, 1 existing event, it exported 1 event. Now let's look at the Google Calendar. We don't see it here, we need to hit a refresh. And now here it is, counseling ISP 8 to 9 a.m. Also notice that we've created a SCUTA calendar item here. So SCUTA has its own calendar. So if you wanted just to look at SCUTA calendar, you could disable everything else, and now all you're looking is on SCUTA events. Or if you want to remove the SCUTA events from your calendar, you just uncheck it there. So that's it. So that's how we can import and export SCUTA events. Let's quickly summarize. All you really need to do is, if you do not have calendars here, you need to purchase it. And then after that, authenticate. So that's it. Simple.